Hey friends, it is Tracy and it's Sunday. We don't normally do a video on Sunday, but we're gonna have fun today. I have been prepping for some upcoming travel and I thought what a great way to show you how I'm kind of budgeting and setting up how I organize for travel, and also use my travel planner that I got from Clever Fox. So you've probably seen a few videos pop up. They've reached out to several people within the budgeting community. We had the opportunity to pick whichever product that was of interest to us, to have it sent to us, to look it over, review it, tell us what we like, what we don't like, etc. And they're even going to sponsor a giveaway. So make sure to stay tuned because they are going to give away one free product to someone that wins. More details to follow, but how cool. How cool is that? All right, let's just jump in. So I picked two items from them. I got the travel planner because I have been eyeing this thing for a while. Have a huge presence on Amazon, and then they also have their own website. And just over the years, like, you constantly see their name come up. I've had them saved in my cart, and I've just always been curious and wanted to try them. So I was so excited when they asked me to review their products. I was like, yes, yes, yes. So I'm going to go over the travel planner first because this one was the one that just resonated with me so much because I have upcoming travel. I want to show you guys how I've been using it, and it's just really, really cool. I also got the bi-weekly budget planner. You guys know that I use the Budget by Paycheck workbook from the Budget Mom, and I wanted to compare the two because the Budget by Paycheck workbook from the Budget Mom is very thick. It's full size, but very, very thick and bulky. I loved the idea of having something a lot more compact and an easier size to carry. So this is like A5 size. It's also the same size as the travel planner. So if I'm on the go, these are so easy to throw into my bag. I'm actually really excited about this. Between the two covers, so the travel one has this embossing on it. So I'm going to take this off now. I left it on here just so that you guys could see it. But look at the cool design. I just think it's so neat. It sets the whole mood for what this is for. It's a hardcover vegan leather that's embossed. So super cool. It's definitely going to be durable. It does have a pen loop. I likely won't use this. I'm just not one to keep my pen attached to my book, but it is there. I also love that it has a placeholder. So let's jump into this one, and then I will also do a review on this because you guys want to see it, right? You guys are budgeters. You're always looking for different ways to help you. I want to show you this option too, and this one has 3 different tabs. So first up was the travel planner. Like I said, I was planning for a trip. Usually I just sit there and I throw random facts onto a piece of paper. I try to jot down what the prices are. I am not going to show specific details just for privacy reasons, but I want you guys to get the overall idea that normally when I am booking something, I am just writing stuff all over the place. Okay, this was this date, and this is a connecting flight here, etc. And then you print off all of your stuff and you travel with, oh, yes. All right, how do we take this and put it into this cool thing? That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so when you first open it up, they do give you a guide on how to use each of the pages. This is great as just a way to kind of show you how they would fill it out, and then you would take that and put it into your own. So I love that they included that. In the back, there's also some stickers and a warranty card, and then there's an envelope. So if you print off tickets or itineraries and you want to keep them with you and you fold it, you can store stuff in there. You could also collect postcards while you're traveling and stick them in there. I just think it's great that they included it. So warranty card, obviously they want you to be happy. And then you get 2 sets of stickers. Don't mind me, I already took a sticker out. This one is more for tracking and little bubbles and stuff. And then this one is just fun. Some of these are very specific. So if you're not going to London, but you could still use them to decorate. I just think it's really cute that they include it. Okay. let's get back to the meat and bones. So in the front, you can write your information. So in case you lose this journal, someone can return it to you. I'm not typically one to fill out this front piece, but some of you guys are, so they include it as an option. And then here, just some safety tips for traveling, recommended packing lists, checklists, just some translation guides, etc. So just stuff to help you when traveling. The big thing would be time changes, Fahrenheit versus Celsius. If you live in the US, we are not very familiar with how that translates to Celsius. And same with the metric conversions. You know. And then there's also ways to say hello and based on which language you speak. So hello, goodbye, like the basics, yes, no, etc. They want you to dream. So in here, they do a bucket list. You can go put the countries you want to visit, the cities you want to visit, places, experiences, and check them off. You guys know I want to go to Patagonia. I want to see icebergs. So I could fill all that in. And then once I actually do that, I could check it off. Okay, so each trip, you get a section. So each section starts with a map. And it's going to go all the way to the next section where you get another map. You get to do another trip. I actually love that. So initially when I saw this online, I didn't realize that you got a separate map for each section. I thought it was one, and then I was concerned like how you would map out each trip on one big map. So for me, I thought it was really, really cool. Yeah, the US, obviously they make it small because they want you to have the whole world. For those that are traveling just in the US, as you can see, for me, it's less exciting to see if you're just going down to Florida. But I get to map it. Now, if I was going to go to Japan, which is on my husband's list to go to, he really, really wants to go to Japan sometime. It'll be super cool to be able to do a big loop over, right? Have a big line, wee, all the way to Japan, and then showing us going, wee, all the way back. That'll look way cooler than just bloop down to Florida. But I love the visual of it. Okay, so destinations. So in here you can put where you're going. So I am starting in Minneapolis, that's where I live, and I'm going down to Florida. So I'm actually flying down to Tampa and then eventually getting to the West Palm Beach area where I will be picked up by my sister and she will drive me then to my final destination. I'm going to visit my sister who lives in Florida, who is having her second baby, and I'm going there to be auntie lover. I get to snuggle a brand new baby and I get to take care of a toddler and help my sister out. So I'm going to cook, clean, do all the things. So is this an epic trip to map out? No. Am I doing a bunch of like tourist stuff, attractions, you know, that sort of thing? No, but it's still a trip and I still have to manage it. Dates of travel, I would have filled this in, but again, some privacy just because of the YouTube world. I'm not putting the exact dates in there. Time difference. So Minneapolis is Central Time. Florida is Eastern Time. So it is going to be a plus 1 hour. And then climate, it's a little too soon to map it out. So I'm not really worrying about that right now. But as I get closer to the travel dates, I will fill that in. So that is how you use the beginning of it. So next up is the calendar. So you put what month it is and what year. So I will be traveling in May, which is why I put May 2024. And then I filled in the dates. I did not fill in specifics on this calendar due to privacy reasons, but I can utilize it then for when my flights come in, when they go out, what time am I leaving, are there certain things I'm doing on a certain day, etc. I can map all that out and I can put some notes. I love that they do the dot grid wherever there's open space because you can utilize that in such a better way than like lines. So I love that. I could doodle, I could make trackers like I want to get so many steps per day. I could put that on there. There's just so many ways that you can use this. Okay, research. So places to visit, things to do, foods to try, and then you can create your own category. Like I said, this is not me going on a big vacation and wanting to see all the things. Like when I went to Prague, I had a whole checklist of all the different things I wanted to go to, certain museums, certain attractions, castles. There are certain foods I wanted to try. I could map all that out. I'm going to Florida. I've been there many times because I have a sibling that lives there. So I don't need to map it out as much. But if there's something that pops up in my head, I could add it on this list as, hey, while I'm there, I heard of this one place. If we have some time, I'd love to go. Okay, this is where travel meets budgeting world. This is why I love this brand, is because they are budget focused. They do a lot of products within the budget round. They support cash stuffing. All the stuff that I resonate with, they do as well. But they also look at you as a whole. So they have diet and fitness planners. They have medical and health. They have journals, gratitudes, password books, end of life planning books. They have so many different options. It just resonates with our community, and that's why I'm choosing to show their products to you. All right, budgeting, transportation. So they put in classics, right? Transportation, accommodation, food, and souvenirs. And then they leave blank spaces so that you can add in others and then put a total. So for transportation, it's $515. Accommodation, $342. Food, I haven't put in yet. I think I'm going to spend about $300 on food. And then souvenirs, I don't need souvenirs. So that one will probably be $0. But I haven't fully put in the food one yet because I still need to kind of look at what I think I'll be doing a little bit deeper as I get closer to the trip. Emergency contacts, these are just good to knows. Again, I probably won't fill it out, but for those that want to use it, awesome. Next page is a packing list. So this I do use. Normally I jot down my packing list on a piece of paper. I am totally a person that makes lists and I love to check things off. So I haven't filled in everything yet because I'll do that a little bit as I get closer, but I put in the stuff I wanted to make sure I didn't forget. So swimsuit, because when you live in Minnesota, you don't always think to pack your swimsuit, but I want to make sure I do because I have access to pools and beaches, and I just want to be able to have that with me. I do need to bring my laptop because I will be able to check in for work, so I have to make sure I bring that, and a baby quilt. So I make baby quilts, so I need to make sure I bring the baby quilt. Checklist. So these are things that you need to do a month before you leave, a week before you leave, a day before, and then when I get back is the category that I wrote, but you could put something else in there. So book hotel, I did that. Book flights, I did that. Arrange transportation, I did that. Take time off of work, I did that. So to me, these were the big things I needed to get done that far in advance. This could also be if you need to update your passport. Obviously, you would want to do that more than a month in advance, but you know what I mean. Week before, I need to start packing. I need to pre-record YouTube videos. So if I'm gone for a length of time, I need to batch record so that they are scheduled, so that they run while I'm gone. I need to decide if I want to close physical items in my Etsy shop. So these are just all things that I need to start thinking about. And I love that it just gives me an option to write those down. The day before I have to pack. Duh. When I get home, I need to reopen my Etsy shop. So if I close physical items, I need to reopen that, and then laundry. So, and I can keep adding to this, but I just wanted to give you guys an idea of how my brain works with this format. And again, I love the dotted grid in any open space. All right, transportation. I think this is one of my favorite pages. I don't know why. I just love it. I love it. So I have a flight where I'm flying from Minneapolis to Tampa. I wrote in here when it'll depart, layover, arrives. Again, for privacy, I'm not putting that all down. Reservation number, and then my seat. So I love these little icons on the top. It shows a train, a bus, a car, a plane, or a boat. And I don't know why, but sometimes just those little details are the things that make me love something just that little bit more. So I am flying to Tampa. I'm doing a quick little detour to Tampa to visit with a friend. And then I am actually taking a train from Tampa to West Palm Beach. so that my sister can meet me at the train station and then pick me up and drive me to where she lives. That one, it was funny to fly into the Gulf and then get over to the Atlantic side. I was like, oh my gosh, do I do another plane ticket? And then found this train option which runs, and I was like, oh, this will be perfect. I've always wanted to do a train ride. I did one when I was a kid. In Europe, they're very common. We do them all the time. In the US, it's a little less common. But I did a train trip as a kid. We went from Minnesota to Michigan, and I loved it. I don't know if my dad loved it, but I loved it. I get car sick, and the fact that I could get up and move around, and I don't know, it was an experience, and I enjoy it. So I'm going to relive those moments. So I'm taking a train ride when it departs, arrives, reservation number, seat, etc. And then I have to get home. So then my sister will drive me back to West Palm to fly back to Minneapolis, and then I can put in that information there. But I just love that you can circle the little icons of which type of mode you're going. All right, accommodation. So this is where you can map out your lodging, especially if you do like a bigger trip to, like, say you go to Europe or Asia or Africa or South America, wherever, and you have multiple cities, you have multiple check-ins. So you might stay in a hotel in this city, and then you might do an Airbnb in this city, and you do a bed and breakfast in this one. You know what I mean? I just love that they give you 4 options. So I am staying in Tampa for a night, and that'll be 4 p.m. is their check-in time, 11 a.m. is checkout time. I just want to know what those are so that if I arrive early for my plane, I have X amount of time to kill before the check-in starts. Hotel name and then address. This way, when I get a ride from, say, a cab or Uber, Lyft, etc., I can tell them exactly where I'm going. The next lodging will be my sister's house, so I didn't have to fill any of that in. I did want to put some notes down here, so this is where this can come in handy. Hotel perks. The hotel I'm staying at, because I have a certain level tier membership, I get a $15 credit for a spa service. So that's a reminder to me to check in to see what the spa service options are and if that's something I want to do. And then I also get 1 free beverage. Who knew? All right, the next couple pages are travel journals. So I could mark down each day and just write like things that happen. Maybe I want to journal about my experience on the train, what I liked, what I didn't like. I just think it's cool that you get an option to be able to do that. So there's a couple pages for that, actually multiple pages. Okay, back to our budgeting realm. This is the one thing. So I was super excited about being able to track with the icons. I said that was my favorite. This is my second favorite. So when I travel and I want to be able to keep track of how much this trip cost me and separate it into categories. So what did I spend on food? What did I spend on souvenirs, travel, accommodations? How much did I spend in like miscellaneous, that sort of thing. And I would try to track it in my phone, but I'm such a pen and paper person that like usually I would jot it on some scrap piece of paper, or I'm going through my bank account to like relive what I did the day before. I know you guys do that too. But if I have this with me, I can actually jot it down right away. So, and it's all in a system that I'm used to. So I do my spending recaps every single Monday. This allows me to do that for travel specific. So on March 22nd, I purchased airfare. I put that under transportation. That was $278. I thought that was a good deal. Hotel accommodation, $342. And train transportation, $235. So now you guys are thinking, $235 for a train ride? I upgraded. I'm telling you, I love the train so much, but I wanted to experience the little single car by yourself. Because it's a longer train ride, I just was like, oh my gosh, the idea I can like sit in this little room all by myself and I have a sink, and I want to experience that. So I splurged and I did it, $235. It's still within my budget, so I was able to do it. And I'm actually really excited about it. I'm hoping I'll be able to tell you guys more later, but those are all the things that I've paid for so far. So now when I'm traveling and I go out for dinner or I grab snacks at the airport, because I always grab snacks at the airport, And those are at least going to be $20. I can't go to an airport and not buy snacks. And I know you can bring some, but I always have to buy something. I don't know. It's just what I do. And they give you multiple sheets for, so you get 2 pages for expense tracking. If you ran out, I think you could probably go back into travel journal and add a little bit more, or you could carry over into this memorable moments. So this is just a way for those that like to add pictures and different stuff. You could slap different pictures in here to remember like different parts of your travel. You can utilize this in whichever way you want. You can keep it simple, or this can be like your go-to travel journal. And then here you get to reflect on it. So what are the things you learned? Best experiences, sites, restaurants, new vocabulary, especially when you travel, you always learn something. People, if I ever need to return, I would do this. So maybe I don't like a certain aspect of it. I'd say next time I won't pay for this. Like lessons learned, how to improve. And then you just get a page for notes and ideas. And then you get to go into your next one. So that's why I love this little tablet here, because it lets you go directly to your next travel itinerary. So my next one, I can map out where I'm going next and then do the same thing over and over and over again. And it does allow for 5 trips in here, which I think is actually a pretty good amount. I do want to let you know that I did do a pen test. So on the last page, I mean, you got to check out your pens, right? So here are my pens. I do the Flair felt tips. I love these things. So I put that one on there. Next one was the Sharpie Ultra Fine. I went with a red just because it's a little bit deeper color to see how that does. Inkjoy gel pens. I love these things. They write smoothly for me. They're comfortable. I'm not a fancy pen person. I know people love the microns, and there's various like pens that are specific for journaling and using budget journals and different kind of things. I'm just your basic girl. So I use the ink gel, Sharpie Fine. So this is my classic one that if I was budgeting, I would use this for coloring and savings challenges. I was just curious. This is going to be the highest bleed one. I knew that going in, and you can see it on the back. Out of all the pens that I use on a day-to-day, that's the only one that you can see through. The only one. And then I also test out highlighters. So I have these highlighters from the Budget Mom that I use on my spending recap. And then I have these friction ones that are erasable. You can barely see it on here, so you know it's not shining through. But that's it. I'm actually super impressed with this. I can't wait to use it. I am going to be bringing it on my trip with me. When I do my travel recap, you're going to see this again. So super excited. And if you're wondering, yes, there's going to be a giveaway in here in this video, but I also have a promo code. So if you go to the Clever Fox website, which is linked below, if you use promo code GoldenGirlBudgets, you'll get 10% off anything that you order. And then they also do a kickback to me. So we get to share in it. You get 10% off, I get a 10% commission. So just full disclosure, they do give me a commission if you choose to use my promo code. If you don't, you don't have to. This is just me honestly reviewing something that I have wanted to use and I've been so excited to use, and it just so happened that they wanted to collab with me. All right, let's show the next one. So this one is the Clever Fox Bi-Weekly Budget Planner. Same thing, it's this hardcover vegan leather. This is going to be able to wipe off if anything gets spilled on it. I was curious with the bi-weekly. I do a budget by paycheck method, and we are a dual income household. So we get 4 paychecks a month, sometimes 5 paychecks a month. This one is meant for every 2 weeks. So it's a little bit different of a setup. Clever Fox doesn't have a budget by paycheck book yet, but that's not going to hinder me being able to use this book, and I'll show you why. All right, let's take this off just because we only need it for the beginning. It's honestly a super good quality, and I love these 2 colors together. Okay, so in the beginning, You have where you can put your name, phone number, etc. Your reward. Again, I won't fill this out, but some of you guys love to fill those out. So they always start off with financial goals. What are things you want to achieve? What is your way of getting there? Some tactics, action plans that you can do. Oh, I should note that they do offer a guide on how to fill it out, just to help you with each of the pages, gives you a suggestion. You can always use it for what you want. Here is a warranty card. They really, truly, honestly will refund you 100% if you don't like it within 2 months. So 60 days. And they have been super good to work with. So I honestly, truly feel that they would honor that without a hassle. I've been through some that are a hassle, you know. They do give 3 sticker sheets because it is budgeting. It's all budget related stickers. Super cute. Paid, mail, bills, but super fun. I love that they include it. You may be a sticker person, you may not, but they give you an option to kind of dabble and just see if you like it or not. And then you, again, get this little thing. For me, this is great for holding receipts until you're able to scan them into different reward programs on your phone, or to be able to track for your spending. Okay, back to this. Your net worth. So I love that they include this in here. My one thing I would say is I wish that they would do one maybe halfway through, just so that you can compare the two versus just one at the start. I would love one added where it can be, you know, kind of a check-in. So 6 months later, how are you doing towards your net worth? I truly, honestly love that they give you categories so that you know which things to look into. What's your mortgage loan? What's your home equity? Like savings accounts, CDs. You guys know I love my CD ladder. Life insurance, securities, treasury bills, real estate. What's your house worth versus what's left on your mortgage? That's going to be your assets versus your liabilities. And that's how net worth is calculated. So what is everything that is valuable for you minus everything that you owe on? And in the budgeting world, we are trying to eliminate the things that we owe on, because that only increases the things that have value. And then, yeah, I just think it's so cool. Money opportunities. So what are ways that I can make more money? Can I monetize my hobbies? What am I good at? Can I do an extra job? You know what I mean? That sort of thing. So it's just a way to get you thinking of different avenues to create different income sources for you. I mean, I'm doing a collab with Clever Fox. If you guys choose to use my promo code, that is another way that I can earn money. And what am I doing? I am just showing you products that I like. And so there's just different avenues in which you can increase your income. Important dates. So this is for the year, January through December. And then months. So these are all undated, so you can start it whenever you want. There are 12 months in here. They do put all the months in one section together. And at first, my thought was, oh, I don't like that. I wish the month would be with the paycheck sheets. But here's what I'm liking about it. We aren't just a 2 paycheck a month family. So if you were to put the months with the paycheck trackers, I would only have 2 available to me before the next month would pop up. And that's not going to work for me. So what is going to work for me? I'll show you. So here are all the different calendars. I love that they're different colors. They're all neutral colors in a scheme that I like. So I love muted blues, purples, pinks. These colors all resonate with me. All right. So once you get past the months, there's your last one. Then you get to the paycheck part. So here's where I like that the months are separated, and I didn't think I would like it. So I can put in here what the pay period is, what the goals are, upcoming purchases I might have to make, upcoming bills, because each pay period we have different bills that are due, income, savings, and then here you can track all your different expenses, and then what's budgeted, actual, and the difference. And this is for one paycheck. It's a bi-weekly, so they're saying 2 paychecks per month, and then 3 on a magic month. So 26 budgets total. And then here's your opening balance, total income, expenses, difference, total savings, and leftover. Now, on the back, then you can track your expenses. So you can pull out your receipts from that back panel and then write in all the different things that you have purchased. And then here's just some ideas and notes. And then it goes to another paycheck. So here's what I like, that those months are separated from the paycheck. I can use 4 of these to cover the month. Now, is this book going to last me the whole year for that reason? No, but that's okay with me. I can use 4 of these before I move to the next month. I love that these just keep continuing on, and it's not separated by the month, so I can just see week over week over week. I actually like that, and I didn't think that I would. In full honesty, I did not think that I would. Okay, so then we are cruising through 26 paychecks later. I know, we are super fast. Here we are to the savings tracker and debt tracker. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sneak the giveaway in here now. So Clever Fox is sponsoring a giveaway, which I think is awesome. And here are the rules. So the giveaway you must be based in the US, UK, or Canada, and that's just based on their distribution centers. Those are the countries that they ship to at this present time. And it does, product availability will depend on the location. So if you're based in the UK, there might be a different mix of offerings because of what is held at that distribution center. You must follow their YouTube channel, which is Clever Fox Planners. I will have that link below, but that is a requirement. They are sponsoring it. These are their rules. I am just merely a recipient of such an awesome book. Well, 2 books, because the travel planner and the budget planner. And I love that they wanted you guys to be able to pick an item, whether it's one that I've shown you or you've seen elsewhere, or if you go on their website, which is linked below, take a look. Let me know which one you like. What ones should I have gotten, and maybe I do another review. If there's one that you guys want to see, let me know. You must like and comment on this video, and you have to use the keyword hashtag #CleverFox in the comments below. All entries must be in by April 12th, 2024. Winner is announced on a video on April 15th, 2024. And then just a reminder that there is a 10% off promo code, and that is by using GoldenGirlBudgets. So if you're at all interested in any of these books that I'm showing you, or any of the other hundreds of different book options that they have on their website, feel free to use my link. If you have already supported another budgeter who also has a promo code, awesome. We're a budgeting community that fully supports each other. You can use my code. You could use anyone else's code. As long as you are finding tools that are helping you budget, that's all that has ever mattered to me. Back to this. So I love that they include a savings tracker. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they have 8 different categories that you can track for long-term savings, or even short-term. Maybe you're saving up for a birthday party. I just think it's cool that it's separated into its own little category, and there's multiple boxes for you to write how much you contributed to it. Now, if you're breaking it down and doing, say, $2 every paycheck, you're going to run out of boxes, right? We know this. But maybe you just do it by the end of the month, how much you were able to add. You can utilize this in whichever way. I just think it's cool that they offer it. And then I also think it's really cool that there's a debt tracker. And then there are 8 of those. There's actually 9, 10, 11, 12 of those. So they really want you to get your debts paid off. And then here's a holiday budget with holiday spending, whichever holiday it is that you are saving up for. And then here is a regular bill tracker. So this is going to show you which bill and then which month. So you put your months up top, and then the bills, and then what you paid or when they're due, etc. Because we all have some of those variable bills that don't happen every single month. My water bill from my city comes every 2 months. My trash and yard waste comes every 3 months. So we have ones that stagger. So you're going to want to know when those are coming and approximately, you know, and then track how much you paid for each one. That'll give you a good idea going into next year, how much to budget for that bill for that time period. And then here is a summary of all your different categories and expenses. They thought of everything. Check register. If you're still doing check registers, they have a page for you. Accounts information. Again, I won't fill this part out, but some of you guys do love to have it on pen and paper. They give you the option. And then here's some doodle pages or notes or dreams, or you can put whatever you want on here, but they do a lot of them. So I thought that was cool. And then again, back to the pocket. So these are the two books, and I personally selected these two because they resonated with me. I have been looking at both of these products for a very long time. I've been dying to get my hands on them. So here is the travel planner from Clever Fox, and I did the blue. And then here is the bi-weekly budget planner in the teal or aquamarine. Can't remember exactly what it was called, but anyways, make sure to enter the giveaway if you qualify and are interested, and make sure to check them out. I can't wait to do my trip, and then when I get back, I will do a summary to show you guys how I utilize this and what I liked and didn't like once I was actually on the road. So more to come with the travel one. Super excited. All right, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed this bonus video. And thank you guys. Thank you for everything, for watching me and supporting me, and I truly appreciate you. Bye.